badger's climb. She strikes with lethal force, kicking the thief down. She launches a series of explosive, bone-breaking kicks. Yet he persists until her fury becomes a blinding, violent storm.
Before the sun had fully claimed the African horizon, before the air began to shimmer with heat, a shadow moved with intention through the tall, whispering grass. It was not the wind, nor the wandering silhouette of a passing cloud. It was hunger given muscle and bone. And somewhere above, balanced in a cradle of thorn and twig, a mother stood guard over her fragile tomorrow. What unfolded next would not simply be a hunt, it would be a reckoning. Welcome back to Untold Animal Stories, where nature does not whisper politely, but speaks in thunder and dust. If you find yourself gripped by these raw encounters, remember to like, share, and subscribe, because out here in the wild, every story fights to be heard. Across the vast savannas of Africa, life unfolds like an ancient script written in claw marks and feather trails. The land itself feels alive, breathing in golden light by day and exhaling cool indigo shadows by night. It is a theater without curtains, a stage where survival is both performance and punishment. Here, mercy is rare and hunger is law. High above the brittle grass stood the secretary bird, a figure as elegant as it was lethal. Known formally as the Secretariustorius bird, she is a raptor unlike any other. While her cousins patrol the skies, she prefers the earth beneath her talons. Long, stilt-like legs carry her across the plains with a measured confidence, and the quill-like feathers at her nape give her the faint air of a Victorian clerk, though there is nothing bureaucratic about her methods. Her eyes, large and forward-facing, dissect the landscape with clinical precision. Impact from one of her strikes can occur in approximately 15 milliseconds, faster than the blink of a human eye. When she hunts, she becomes a piston of bone and sinew, delivering explosive kicks capable of disabling venomous snakes. Those elongated limbs are shielded in thick scales, natural armor forged through millennia of evolutionary arms races. But today she was not hunting. Today she was guarding. Nestled high in a Gennard tree rested her clutch, pale, silent promises of continuity. In the savannah, reproduction is not merely an act of hope, it is an act of defiance. Each egg represented an argument against extinction. Then the grass parted. Low to the ground, with shoulders rolling like compact thunder, emerged the honey badger. The honey badger is less an animal and more a rumor of chaos wrapped in fur. Thick-skinned, stubborn beyond reason, and propelled by a reckless hunger, he is infamous for confronting threats far larger than himself. Pain, to him, is a suggestion. Driven by the gawning ache of starvation, he began his ascent up the tree trunk, claws digging into bark polished by years of wind. It was not malice that fueled him, it was mathematics, calories against risk, life against death. The secretary bird sensed the vibration before she saw the intruder. In a heartbeat, instinct overruled caution. She abandoned the nest and descended, wings slicing the air, landing with a burst of dust beneath the tree. She circled, calculating angles, searching for the precise moment to strike. Then she did. Her legs shot forward with lethal intent, connecting with the badger's flank and knocking him from the trunk. He tumbled, hit the earth, and rolled, but rose again almost immediately. The duel had begun. They circled each other, measuring the invisible line between tooth and talon. The badger lunged low, aiming for her spindly legs, knowing they were both her weapon and her vulnerability. She responded with a flurry of piston-like kicks, some striking fur and flesh, others slicing empty air. Dust erupted around them, turning the confrontation into a swirling haze of gold and fury. If she failed here, her entire lineage would vanish before it ever took flight. He feinted left, then surged forward with astonishing speed. His jaws clamped down on her central tail feather. Panic rippled through her frame. She bolted, running with desperate strides, dragging him momentarily across the grass before spinning to deliver another barrage of crushing kicks. For a moment, balance hung between them like a coin spinning on its edge. But the badger was relentless. Lowering his center of gravity, he absorbed her blows and waited. Hunger sharpened his patience. When the opportunity came, he lunged again, this time seizing her leg. His jaws locked like an iron vise. He twisted, muscles coiling with brutal determination. The crack was not loud, but it was final. She heaved herself upward, wings flapping unevenly, rising like a tattered ghost full of blood-streaked dust. Yet each attempt to stand ended in collapse. Her most powerful weapon, her leg, betrayed her. The badger did not linger on the fallen mother. He abandoned her broken form without ceremony. His attention drifted upward to the nest, to the cold reward waiting in silence. The climb this time was unchallenged. He reached the rim of the nest, casting a heavy shadow over the delicate shells that embodied her future. With mechanical efficiency, he crushed and consumed them. Thick yellow yolk smeared across his snout as he erased an entire genetic legacy in minutes. Below, the secretary bird tried once more to rise. Her wings beat weakly against the indifferent air. The savannah watched without commentary. This is the unyielding rhythm of the wild. There are no villains here, no heroes, only survivors and the fallen. As the seasons shift across Africa's sweeping grasslands, each creature must adapt or disappear. The solitary rhythm of hunting gives way to the complex dance of courtship and nesting, and then returns again to the raw calculus of sustenance. Secretary birds are marvels of specialization. Their terrestrial hunting style, their lightning-fast strikes, their armor-plated legs, all sculpted by evolutionary necessity. They patrol territories with disciplined precision, often forming monogamous pairs during breeding season. One parent guards while the other hunts, doubling the burden of survival. Yet even the most specialized predator is vulnerable at the nest. As the sun dipped lower, casting elongated shadows across the scorched earth, the theater of confrontation gave way to stillness. The honey badger vanished back into the grass, hunger temporarily silenced. The secretary bird lay grounded, the cost of motherhood etched into bone. And still, tomorrow would come, because the savannah does not pause for grief. It does not rewrite outcomes. It continues, relentless and magnificent. New nests will be built, new eggs will be laid, new confrontations will erupt beneath indifferent skies. Here on Untold Animal Stories, we witness these moments not to sensationalize them, but to understand them. In every clash of awe and feather lies a deeper truth about resilience, adaptation, and the price of existence. If this story moved you, if you felt the dust in your lungs and the tension in your chest, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Untold Animal Stories. Your support allows these raw, untamed narratives to reach further than the savannah winds. As darkness settles and the last light bleeds from the horizon, every creature seeks its place before night takes hold. Somewhere out there, another mother stands guard. Somewhere else, hunger stirs. And the ancient script continues to write itself in dust.